Yo guys, it's Chris here, and today we're back with another rugby review. This is England versus Wales. Unfortunately, I missed the other game today, but I can't even remember what it was. Oh dear. Anyway, well, this is England versus Wales rugby reaction. We're gonna jump straight into the first half because I'm recording this literally just before kickoff, so I've got to go.
But guys, why is 19.3% of you not subscribed? Come on, hit the subscribe button. It's free and easy. Just do it. Come on. Like sometimes YouTube channel subscribes you, so make sure you check that you are subscribed if you think you are. Alright, on with the video.
Well. That was a half of top quality refereeing. Hell yeah. Damn, that ref. I heard just as I left, so one of the people who speak about the tries and everything after the match. Wales can't win without a player sent off on the other team. So they got to get another player, so they've got the ref. I found that very funny. I think a lot of the English would have found that very funny. I don't think the Welsh would have found it quite so funny. Because everyone admits, except maybe some Welsh people, that the Welsh won the last two games because they were down to 14. The other team were down to 14 men. So if the other team won't go down to 14 men, why not get an extra man and get the ref? Now the ref is French, so I'm not really surprised that he completely screwed England over with the first try. That was ridiculous. The ref said to them, go and speak to your team, because there's been too many infringements. So the ref goes to the Welsh guy and tells him time off. And then they give him 5 seconds, and the Welsh guy's like, "Alright, can we go now? Can we go?" Because they're looking and seeing that the English team are talking, and the ref's like, "Yeah, sure, off you go." While the English team are still clearly speaking, and then they played what the ref and Owen Farrell said, because Owen Farrell had a go, kind of a go at a referee, which you rarely see in even grassroots rugby. It never happens because the ref is obviously very respected, and all the players respect everyone on the pitch, because it's just how it should be. So obviously Owen Farrell goes over, has a word like saying you gave us no time, and the ref says he gave them time. Whereas because we've got action replays, we can see that there was no time at all. So that's iffy. And then the second try was also lucky from Wales. Like, this is the time when the TMO does not give a good decision for the people that's TMOing for. So the Welsh guy, he goes to catch it. He doesn't quite catch it, and he lets go of it. But he gets lucky because while he's running, it hits the back of his leg. So instead of a knock on, it's actually just a kick backwards. Because if you kick it, like if you drop it and you get your foot to it, it's not a knock on anymore. It's a kick. So they got hella lucky. England thought they knocked it on. Most of the players on the pitch probably thought they knocked it on, but clearly a couple of the Welsh people who were right up close to him didn't. So they picked it up and just scored the try. That just tells me that there's a lot of luck. There's quite a lot of luck involved for this Welsh team. And you know what? Maybe they've just stolen the Irish's leprechauns. Maybe they've just done that. But England isn't even playing that bad. Right? I can't lie. They're not playing too bad. There's been a couple of times where they've been a bit switched off, but they're definitely better than they were against the last two teams that they played. That's for sure. Because the England try that they scored, it was pretty good. They had a man overlap. They got a bit close to botching it, but good run from our number 14, put it over the line. So no complaints there. Unfortunately, not converted, but we've had penalties. We've had 3 penalty kicks, and Owen Farrell was converted. All of them to points. Fortunately, not the kick though, because we could be only 1 point down. It could be 17-16 if we got the conversion. But instead, it's 17-14, which is a nice close game line. Really, Wales shouldn't have 2 tries right now, but we won't talk about that. On to the second half. Let's go. Come on. Well, discipline. Lost us that game. Lost England that game. 100%. Not even the dodgy refereeing didn't even lose it, because we gave away so many penalties in the last 15 minutes after our subs came on that it didn't completely outweighed the poor refereeing for the first try. It was ridiculous. Wales did well to capitalise on everything. That's for sure. They played definitely well. They played better than England, I'd say, probably. Eddie Jones, man, he needs to give reasons. He needs to do something, because this just isn't working. We've lost 2 of our 3 games. At this rate, we're going to be 5th in the Six Nations when we were 1st last year. What's going on? Like, why does he keep playing players that have not been playing, that are in the Saracens or in the Championship, which isn't on? Why does he keep doing that? Why does he obviously the discipline is not just the captain, obviously the discipline is not just the coach, it's the players as well. But the poor discipline's got to have come from somewhere. Like, it doesn't just come from nowhere. Like, there's got to be something up. And also, why are we kicking it so much? But now it's getting to the point where we lose possession. We're so used to losing possession to kicking, we lose possession even when we run it, because it's almost like a habit of losing possession. It's like, why do we have the ball for more than 4 phases? Like, that's illegal. We've got to get rid of it. So they either kick it or drop it. Like, come on. Like, keep possession. You can't score tries if you don't have possession. It's what they teach us in the grassroots rugby. That ball is a golden egg. It's gold. If you don't want to lose it, you've got to keep it. Unless you're on your 5 meter line, then yeah, kick it. Of course. Like, you're not going to be able to run it from there. But, like, don't kick it if you're in their half. It's just no reason to do that. It's like the most ridiculous thing to do. But yeah, Eddie Jones has got to sort out whatever he's doing. Like, this is insane. Like, if he was like taking new players in, like if we were getting like a new squad built up slowly, then it would be more understanding. But it's not. These are the same players that played in the World Cup of 2019, where we got to 2nd. Obviously, admittedly, we didn't play well in the last game. We didn't play well in the finals, but we still got to 2nd. We still beat New Zealand. At this rate, New Zealand would trounce us like 70-0. Like, and that might not even be an exaggeration. Not quite 70, but it would be ridiculous. The scoreline would be absolutely mental. Like, more, probably higher. Like, New Zealand would beat us more than we beat Italy. I can guarantee that. But yeah, 5th, like, is what I predict now. Wales is clearly on some momentum right now, even though the wins have been a little bit lucky. Like, only winning the first 2 because the other team were on 14 men. And this one, they won because of England's poor discipline. Even though at first it was looking like they might win because of the given away try, basically. But England's poor discipline completely trounced that. It was ridiculous. But I'm still predicting France to beat Wales. I'm still seeing a France first dub. I'm still seeing that. France probably still on for a Grand Slam. Good job for Wales though for the Triple Crown. Can't take anything away from that. Except they were a bit lucky, but it is what it is. I'm not bothered by their Triple Crown. I'm more bothered by England's. If that wasn't Italy that we played, we'd be on the triple negative. If that is even a thing, maybe it should be, right? But England lose. We're not going to beat Ireland, and we're not going to beat France. The only team we're going to have beaten in this Six Nations is Italy. Like, where France was like in 2015. Like, what is this? Like, France are going to turn up, absolutely dropkick us. Ireland, same thing, they're going to turn up, absolutely dropkick us. So, us English fans, we're going to have to get used to seeing English. Anyone, actually, is going to have to get used to seeing England losing, because that's definitely the trend we're on. Eddie needs to do something, because it's outrageous. Thanks for watching. Take care and peace.